We're in London for Europe's premier high-stakes cash game. Tonight, 8 of the world's best will sit down with at least $100,000 of their own money in this no-limit Texas Hold'em poker game.
I love playing in big games.
The most exciting part about any cash game is the amount of money you can win.
Chance to show your skills that really matter to be a winning poker player.
And with one of the strongest fields ever assembled, our stellar lineup are under pressure to perform in this, Europe's biggest televised cash game.
The reason why I want to play against these guys is because they are the best in the world.
I'm not intimidated by nobody at the table. Nobody intimidates me. I feel like I have something to show them. It's just the nature of my blood. I don't think you're going to ever find that type of lineup.
This is the FullTiltPoker.com $1 million cash game. Originally from Helsinki, Finland, and known by most in the poker world as Zygmunt, it's Ilari Sahamis. From Toronto, Canada, with nearly $2 million in live tournament winnings, is Peter Apathy-Jensen. Just 22 years old, Justin Boosted J. Smith has substantial success in high-stakes short-handed ring games. Tom Dwan, or Dur, he plays poker online in the highest stakes regularly against the best in the world. The 2000 World Series of Poker main event champion, he has 5 World Series of Poker bracelets in all. Some call him Jesus, it's Chris Ferguson. Former model and tennis player, Patrick Antonius from Finland, is always one of the most dangerous players in any game. Mike Mattisau, Mike the Mouth himself, he has 3 World Series of Poker bracelets and over $7 million in live tournament winnings. And finally in Seat 8, it's Phil Ivey. His record speaks for itself. 8 World Series of Poker bracelets, 1 WPT title, and over $13 million in tournament winnings. Without further ado, let's get to the action. I'm David Tuckman. Joining me in the booth today is World Series of Poker bracelet holder and Texan character, it's Robert Williamson III. Robert, we've got quite the lineup here.
We sure do, David. I'll tell you what. I'm glad I'm up here in the booth and not down there on the field this one time. Well, most of the time. We'll see later today. Maybe some of them go on tilt. I wish I was down there, but right now I can tell you we got 4 incredible action players, and they're all spaced out just nicely. I think we're going to see a really, really good, fast-paced game today.
Blinds are $300, $600, the $100 ante. 12 to play.
We're starting out, looks like a straddle on this pot. 3, 6, 1200. That's when the first man past the blinds decides to put double the big blind.
Great. 3600.
Jet seems to want to be the aggressor here. 6, 8 of clubs. I'd rather be the raiser here than the caller with 6, 8 of clubs. That's my preference by far. Well, he's in the hijack position anyway.
Action on the button. It's Justin Smith. He's going to go call. 8-9 suited. Durham not going to play. Ferguson not going to play. But Antonius is going to play.
Instead of playing ace 5 offsuit, a lot of flops can come down interesting here.
3, 5.
Oh, wow. Speak of the devil, what a flop for Patrick Antonius.
That's an interesting flop. Ace 5, 3. Couple of spades out there. Justin Smith with the flush draw. Antonius with top 2 pair.
That's what makes this interesting. I love the check here, because if anybody has a flush draw, he can put maximum pressure on him. Really love the way Antonius is playing this pot so far. Give himself a chance to win a big pot, or force flush draw off their hand. $7,600. I like that, but he ain't gonna like it here in a minute. Feels like the right size bet to make, and he might just pick it up there, but with 2 pair, I don't think he's going to get Antonius out. Antonius definitely, I would say, he's going to make a raise here.
Raise. There's the raise. makes 26,000. Jetton gets out of the way. Back over to Justin Smith. And Justin Smith only came into this pot with about 98,000.
Yeah, I suspect we're going to see an all-in by Justin Smith here or a fold. It seems hard to take a card off when he's already got over a fourth of his stack, close to a third of his stack in the middle. Apply maximum pressure if he re-raises. Of course, we'll see a quick call by Patrick Antonius if he does. I just lay this down.
And he does. He lets it go. He realizes he can pick a better spot than that. A nice pot for Patrick Antonius.
What's to play?
Each of our players have bought in for $100,000. Blinds are 300, 600 to 100 ante.
Jack of diamonds expires. First line card.
Tell you what, this game was not short on action. With the 1200 straddle, it's really going to make them want to chase, like chasing a rabbit at the dog track.
Raise. 36.
Jetton's going to raise this up with Jack 10 suited. Jetton's been one of the more active players at this table so far.
I guess that's where he gets his name from, Peter Jett.
Cool. I'm going to pretend you didn't say that. Cool. Mike the Mouth calls. Ivy calls.
5, 8.
And look at this flop. 5, 8,
my
ace.
goodness.
It's a monster flop. Mattisau's flop bottom set. Jetton has got the flush draw.
And Mattisau leads at this pot.
57.
He's giving them a chance if they've got a big ace to come over the top of them. I like this lead.
Classic super system, Mike the Mouth, leading right into the razor. Of course, when I talk about the super system, I'm talking about Doyle Brunson's book.
Now, Jet could get in a little bit of trouble here because if he tries to represent a big ace and raise Mike off his hand, he might be some resistance.
Cool. Jetton calls. Here's a turn.
6.
6 clubs. Doesn't change anything.
It doesn't look like that card helped Mike Mattisau at all. I suspect we'll see him lead again, thinking that Peter Jetton has a big ace. Give him a chance to lose some more money.
15-5.
And he bets 15-5.
15,500.
I like the size of the bet, too. If he is on a flush draw, give him a bad set of pot odds to make this call. Plus, Peter Jetton might go crazy and raise here. I love the way Mike Mattisau's played his hand so far.
Some players would play this as a check raise, and by check raising your opponent, sometimes you blow your opponent off the hand. This way, Mike the Mouth has kept Jetton in.
Yeah, I think Mike led trying to play a really big pot, because if Peter Jett does have, say, ace-king here, maybe not ace-queen, ace-jack, he might not lose so much, but ace-king, he would have lost a big pot. I love the way Mike played it.
What'd you get the first one, Mikey?
Yeah. Another straddle here. This time it's Zygmunt straddling in seat number 1.
1,200. Who made a bad bet?
I was just tilted.
He never makes a bad bet.
Sure does. Did you say sure doesn't? Never made a bad bet versus you, except when I made bracelet bets.
No, just all those bracelet bets you made. They were real.
I'm ready to make it. Might do the vegetarian thing.
Right.
Justin Smith's going to raise this up with ace 10 off suit.
100,000. Says you can't be a vegetarian. 100,000.
I couldn't do it for 10 million.
Howard told me how you hustled me in the bracelet bets. Not on you yet, Phil.
You talking about me?
Yeah, he said that he asked you why you didn't just
Ivy's going to call with the suited king.
why you didn't just lay the odds against me.
I still don't.
And then I heard your hustle, which was you said that you knew you were no chance to lose. You were rolling because you knew you were going to win one.
And the 5s work so well for Mike the Mouth. Zygmunt's going to see if they work for him as well. We're going to see this flop 3 ways.
The 7, king,
Yeah.
jack. Check a bit. Check. Check.
It's a tough flop for Justin Smith. It's a tough flop for him to continuation bet. I'd be surprised if he does. That's a very coordinated flop.
7,300.
It's not going to stop him. Smith puts out there 7,300.
Yeah, and I suspect we'll see a call from Phil Ivey.
Cool. And he does call. Not much value in raising that if you're Ivy from out of position. Zygmunt can get out of the way, I'm sure. He passes, and we got heads up. 6 diamonds doesn't change anything. And while Ivy is ahead, Justin Smith can actually catch a queen or an ace to win this hand.
It feels kind of weak right now. Justin Smith might actually be feeling that as well.
19,500.
$19,500.
He's going to bet 19,000. He announces it.
This is a very advanced play here. Double continuation bet. He fired 2 barrels. Wow, Phil Ivey makes a tough call. Can he triple barrel this? I don't think no way Justin Smith could triple barrel. I know he senses weakness. When it comes a brick, he could be tempted to triple barrel this.
Pot now 45,700.
Well, it put a heart flush out there, which will slow Phil Ivey down, but it also gave Phil Ivey 2 pair. Now he's going to be in payout position.
And the master bets 35,000.
Here's why Phil Ivey made that bet. He's going to give Justin Smith a chance to pay him off if he has top pair. And if it gets re-raised, he can lay this down because he doesn't have enough of his stack committed.
And obviously Justin Smith not going to make this call. Smith folds it away. Can't beat a king, can't beat hearts. And Phil Ivey, more often than not, Phil Ivey on top of our leaderboards. And once again, our big winner in this game.
Sigmund's got all the money now, but now he's just locked it up with chastity belt. He has like a list written down. Phil Ivey, 1.5 million goal. He had to scratch your name off. Patrick, 1 million goal. Scratch the name off. Who you got left on that list?
The great Phil Ivey has the button in front of him.
Full self.
And the straddling continues.
Kosov, I'm down like maybe 11 million.
He's a great fighter, man.
How many million?
Blinds are 300, 600, but with a straddle, the continuous straddle that we've had since the start of this $1 million cash game, it's 3, 6, 12.
Raise, 4,000.
Patrick Antonio is going to make it 4,000. That's a pretty big raise. We've been seeing the raise amounts right around 3x. And when I say 3x, I mean 3 times the big blind. He's making it 4,000. A little bit over 3x.
Hey, buddy, how's Jungle Man doing over there?
Well, I guess it's not just Mike the Mouth. It's Mike the Mouth with his little pet donkey.
Cool.
4,000.
And Justin Smith's got a hand that he might want to defend it. He's got Jack 10 offsuit. The problem is he's short stacked.
Yeah, just about can't defend there. Hard with his stack size.
9 King Deuce.
Well, and we've seen this flop a couple of times. King 9 Deuce Rainbow. Antonius with second pair top kicker. Not a great flop for 2 6s.
Yeah, but if it goes check, check, and a deuce pairs the board, you could see some action.
It never occurred to you to bet neither side.
Check. I need action. I quit football betting, but I need action.
And the river fills up Antonius.
7,000.
Jet bet 7,000. Strange bet by Jet with the 6s. Is it a value bet?
Absolutely. I think he thinks he has the best hand right now. And frankly, if I was him, I would think I would too. You might get paid off by an ace high here.
But it's raise, 22,000.
Well, instead of getting the call, obviously he's going to get the raise. Antonius raises it up.
Well, that's the problem with this lead here. Now he's got a tough spot. It almost puts him in a position where he almost has to pay him off because he led at the pot. I would have preferred a check call here from Peter Jet, especially because Patrick Antonius hasn't shown any aggression this whole hand. Just hard to put him on a 9 or a deuce here, or even a king for that matter.
Making a guess.
Jet's going to give it up.
That's actually a pretty darn good fold there from Peter Jet. I might have paid that off myself. Just looks suspicious the way the hand came down.
Join us after the break for more action from the FullTiltPoker.com $1 million cash game. Welcome back to the FullTiltPoker.com $1 million cash game.
Roland had the under on 4 miles. So sick.
Wow, I would have took over for how much though? Would they have to get paid?
20K.
20K? I would have took under 4 miles for 20K.
And surprise, surprise, the straddling has stopped.
The actual answer is definitely.
Okay,
look at me.
are you a doctor?
No. I'm a cop. Emma, you're a doctor.
Kind of a doctor. I mean, I dropped out.
Oh, you're a natural born leader. No, I'm not. You're a flight attendant. Hey, no one is gonna die. Yeah, we can be whoever we want to be.
And surprise, surprise, the straddling has stopped.
The actual answer is definitely wrong.
I promise you it's not. I promise you it's not.
Cool. One day he's gonna call you and say, "Hey, I left this money right on the side of the highway."
Then you'll find out.
No, I'm gonna set it up really good. I'm gonna have someone owe Phil money. No, I'm gonna have someone owe Phil money for a long time.
Sigmund defends his button.
Have him say 10,000.
You don't know me well enough.
What?
You don't know me well enough. I will not walk 5 miles for that.
You can just jog. It takes an hour.
Why would I do that?
Because you jog at the gym.
Hit forth. Hit 20 miles a day. I don't like doing it for money. For like a month. For $2 million. Check. For 5,000 a day.
Phil Ivey, the driver's seat once again, the top pair.
Of course, it's go a long way for it.
I don't think it's feasibly possible.
How much did he
Make it by. Like, weighed 138. He cleared it with no problem.
You have to go under 140?
130, yeah. 39. It looked like he just got out of a concentration camp. I mean, I thought he was going to die, really. He just quit. His voice when he was talking to me was like, oh, I was like, he's going to croak right now.
Dawn calls?
700.
Ivy calls?
Cool. And this puck now nearly $31,000.
Ooh, nice card for Tom Dwan's hand. Giving him 3 9s. How does their play it, though? You know what? I think he checks here. I think he gives them a chance to hang themselves. I don't think we see a lead here. If he leads, it's hard for him to get paid off by much else except another 9 with the worst kicker. Of course, if he lets a free card come off here, there's 3 to a straight already. Could be a 4 straight board. I think that's what he's thinking about right now. Do I let this card come off, or do I go ahead and lead?
Well, it looks like he's going to lead.
21,600.
21,600 over to Ivy.
It's a real tough spot for Phil Ivey with top pair. He still has Zygmunt to act behind him. I suspect we'll see Phil Ivey get away from this hand, though.
He got off from 11 and he just did water lost through there.
Ivy's going to pass. Zygmunt gets out of the way. Dwan's going to win that pot. And Ivy, what a fold. It's not a great fold, obviously. He only has top pair of the queen kicker, but at the same time, it's uncanny 6 cents from Phil Ivey. Take a look at the leaderboard right now. Phil Ivey on top as usual. He's up 36,800. Justin Smith, the 22-year-old, quickly down $46,500.
What kind of odds can I bet that Tom Dwan doesn't win a bracelet for the next 10 years?
You can bet big. You can bet
What kind
really,
of odds?
really
I want to
big.
know what kind of odds you're giving.
Even money. Either I win one or I don't.
No, I want to know what kind of odds.
So what are we going to do?
I'll take 7 to 1 if you don't win one in the next 10 years.
You got to give me at least 2 to 1.
Winning a bracelet?
Yeah.
I'll be straddling or no? You can have 2 to 1 all day long, dude.
At least.
How much for how much? I'm posting.
I mean, that's what you gave last year, and you whacked me for 5.
Okay, yeah, but you know the bet was. I don't think it was. I was very lucky.
Yeah,
you were.
Yeah. After your little boast to Howard that he ranted to me about
That
because
wasn't
you had
very
just gotten whacked.
You even admitted all the tournaments you ever won in your life. That was the luckiest tournament you ever won.
Ball drives to the button, Justin Smith.
Well, with the 10-7 suited, I suspect we'll see the old button raise trick.
Raise. 1,800. Makes it 3x. 1,800. We've gotten rid of the straddle right now, so it's 300, 600. And Justin Smith's going to steal the blinds. That's going to feel good. Not much has gone right for Justin Smith. Hold on.
All right. I want some of this action. How much wants the bet? You lay him 2 to 1. He lays you 2 to 1.
If I win a bracelet, he owes me $1 million. If he wins a bracelet, I owe him 500. If we both win bracelets, it's a wash, no matter how many numbers.
Okay. I'll do that. And I'll lay 200 to 100.
Okay, but I don't do Ted Forrest style.
No. Well, that's what the most I can lose is I can lose 200. Trust me.
Okay. By the end of the series?
By the end of the series, yeah. 600.
And I can buy out for 10%. You know, just or I
Whatever, yeah. Okay.
Same deal, obviously. Before the series starts.
Oh, before the series starts, you can buy it. Yeah, okay. We can go 50 to 100 just in case I'm fine. I'll have plenty of money then. Right?
Going to predict the future.
Zygmunt going to raise it up. ace queen off suit.
I think it probably should broke before it started. How we gonna lay?
I'll lay any amount you want.
Only if you win, how you can get paid.
No, I want to know what you think you ain't gonna have.
Yeah, the World Series.
17. If you go broke between now and the World Series, I win puff.
What's considered broke? Like no, not a quarter on me. I mean, I'm always broke.
Here's the flop. 6. Both players
Get a piece of it.
Well, you get a little piece of it, but unfortunately for Zygmunt, he's got a heart draw, but he's drawing dead to hearts because Dwan's got the king of hearts in his hand. Dwan also has top pair.
Zygmunt still has 2 overcards with that heart, so he could easily get tangled up in this pot. Tom Dwan's not going to go anywhere with his hand.
37.
Well, these two players, they have so much experience against each other playing online and live, but mostly online.
2 of the more aggressive players at the table, too, so either one of them could be anywhere on this board.
A bet from Zygmunt, the call from Durr.
Peace. Check a bet.
Zygmunt's trying to decide whether to fire another barrel. If he does, we'll definitely see a call from Tom Dwan. I don't think he can get away from top pair in the second nut flush draw.
Second bullet from Zygmunt.
11,000.
Makes it 11,000.
Nearly a pot-sized bet there. I haven't seen many of those so far. I don't think it's going to scare Durr out of this. Matter of fact, Durr's more considering whether to raise or flat call here.
So there's not much value in raising, though. I mean, if your opponent has an overpair, you're going to get him to fold it?
I don't mind a raise there because I figure to be drawing live with my flush draw.
6 diamonds on the river.
Check.
Zygmunt has given up, though. He checks over to Dwan.
And now Dwan's going to probably value bet something in the 17 to 20,000 range, about half the pot, probably right at 17, 18,000. It's about all he can get paid off. And he probably can't even get that paid off. That's why bet sizing is so important here. Any chance of Dwan getting paid off, it's got to really think twice about the size of his bet.
26,400.
Oh, he's trying to make it look like a bluff. He's disguising it.
26,400 from Dwan. Back over to Zygmunt.
I don't think Zygmunt could make this hero call.
Is there any chance that Zygmunt thinks that Dwan has the ace hearts?
You know what? I think that's exactly what's going through his mind right now. He's like, I can beat any hand that's not a bluff in his mind, but there's too many hands that Tom Dwan could have here. I don't like this at all. I'm letting this go. I'm not going to try to make a hero call. Not in this spot. There'll be better spots later. Obviously, if he's taking this long, Zygmunt thinks he might have the best hand. He would be mistaken. He definitely doesn't. Oh, wow! He tries to make a hero call.
Great value bet from Dwan. Zygmunt pays him off with ace-queen high. And Dwan takes in $87,000.
Tell you what, Dwan, it's a bet sizing there. He made the exact size bet to make it look like a bluff. And you know what? To the victor goes the spoils. Well played by Durr.
Phil Ivey has stepped away from the table for some fresh air. It's a cash game, so players can come and go as they choose. Button in front of Zygmunt. Tom Dwan, our big winner so far, is first to act.
Raise 2,000.
Tom Dwan raises it up. Ooh, ace queen this time. Legitimate hand.
Get a re-raise from Patrick. And this is the second 3-bet of the match, both of them from Patrick Antonius.
Queen out of clubs. He's actually technically dominated right now, but he's got position on Tom Dwan.
Like you were saying, he wanted to use frozen paintballs.
I don't think we'll see a 4-bet, but we could. Cool. No, just a call. We're too deep for a 4-bet there.
Heads up in the heavyweights.
King 3, 10. Check up there.
King 10-3 Rainbow.
Both players flopped a gut shot. A jack for a straight, but of course that would put Tom Dwan in the driver's seat.
Yeah, jack would be an absolutely awful card for Antonius, but we might not get there.
I was going to say, he's reaching for his chips. This is actually a pretty tough call for Tom Dwan. especially from a player like Patrick Antonis has already showed strength pre-flop by re-raising.
11,000.
That's a little more than 2/3 of the pot.
Problem is, even with that one overcard, even if you hit your ace, you don't know if you're good.
And that's true too. That's the other problem. Be surprised if we see anything but a fold here from Tom Dwan, but sometimes these guys will float a flop in this kind of situation.
When you say float, what do you mean?
Well, when you float a flop is basically when you're calling to bluff another street. So you may not have anything, but if you think you can take the other player off of his hand, sometimes you do that. Usually you see a float in position, though. Tom Dwan out of position this time.
Check. Off the check from Dwan over to Antonius.
Check. Oh my gosh! Wow! That elusive jack.
Oh, and that's a card. That's the gin card. Both players make their straight.
We're going to definitely see fireworks here. That's for sure.
Antonius has far from the nuts, though, right now. Doesn't have the nuts straight. There's also a paired board out there.
Yeah, I don't think that'll save him, though. The stack sizes were a lot deeper than this. That might save him, but the stack sizes aren't deep enough for him to get away from this. If Durr leads at this pot, we're going to see a big raise from Patrick Antonius. Then an all-in or call. He's already all-in from Durr. Yeah, I don't see how Patrick Antonius can get away from this. Especially the way the hand came down.
Back over to Dwan.
So it could have been around 25,000, 26, 27, something in there. Just about as much as possible.
23,400.
There's the bet from Dwan.
I love it. 2/3 of the pot.
23,400.
Yeah, I think more times than not, you're going to take a chance this way this hand's come down. You're going to take a chance to raise here with Patrick Antonius' hand. Maybe something like almost a min raise. 50,000, 60,000, something like that from Patrick Antonius.
Su plan de SurveyMonkey gratis puede darle muchas de las respuestas que necesita para tomar decisiones inteligentes. Pero al cambiar a un plan profesional podrá obtener mejores resultados con encuestas más eficaces, que incluyen decenas de plantillas premium con preguntas prediseñadas por nuestro equipo de expertos. Al cambiar de categoría podrá hacer más preguntas y ver todas sus respuestas para obtener resultados más amplios. Tenga el control total sobre la apariencia de sus encuestas al agregar su logotipo, elegir los colores y un enlace personalizado que muestre su marca. Cuando tenga los datos de su encuesta, presente sus hallazgos en informes personalizados. Los puede imprimir, descargar y compartir. Cambie de plan hoy y obtenga herramientas más eficaces para tomar grandes decisiones.
60,000, something like that, from Patrick Antonius.
You're the pro, Robert, but I just don't see a raise here. I just wonder, if you raise, what kind of value you're going to get? What kind of hands will call you if you raise?
Well, believe it or not, you get called by a lot of hands here. You get called by Ace King. You get called by King Jack. I mean, there's a lot of King 10. You might even get paid off by 2 queens. I don't know. 2 aces definitely going to get paid off. I think there's enough hands within Tom Dwan's range here that I've got to raise this like the vast majority of the time.
We'll see what Antonius does.
I mean, obviously I can see he shouldn't, but I'd be shocked if we didn't see a raise here.
Well, looks like he definitely is going to raise. He's in your camp. There's the raise. It's a hefty one.
I call.
Straight.
Oh, wow. Just a call from Tom Dwan.
It's a quick call from Dwan. He's going to like what he sees.
Wow. I'm really surprised we didn't see an all-in from Tom Dwan there.
$183,700. Go over to Durr.
Damn, they're re-raising your under-the-gun raising with Queen 9. Maybe I should name this call Patrick instead of Durr.
Take a look at the leaderboard. Patrick Antonius has rebought. He's got another $100,000 behind, but he's down $66,100 already. Zygmunt also down $53,600.
So far, it's been the Tom Dwan show.
Join us after the break for more action. TheFullTiltPoker.com $1 Million Cash Game. Welcome back to TheFullTiltPoker.com $1 Million Cash Game.
$1.10.
Phil Ivey has rejoined the action, and we are once again 8-handed.
How much you want to not shave your hair until the next series?
Not shave my hair for the next series?
Not cut it at all.
Not cut it? I'll take $2 million.
I'll take $2 million. I won't shave or cut my hair.
$25,000. That's still. Why do you even make these ridiculous offers?
I have 50.
Thought my beard would be longer than your hair.
I just can't cut it. You said right?
No. You can't get rid of any of it.
Trim if I can trim.
How about
Hairline, yeah, it's gonna be like.
Yeah, that's fine.
how much for me not to
I just
shave
can't
or
cut
cut
it
my
off.
hair?
Right.
Cut it down or
This is 2 days.
Yeah. You can obviously like go right there. Trim that much or
1200
whatever.
display.
Ivey in the big blind.
Yeah.
Zygmunt straddles this time.
25K.
Raised 3,600.
Jetton going to raise up 3x,
Yeah, I thought
3,600.
when you said trim it, you meant like
I had one of those. Had an afro.
How much would you pay me to not shave or cut my hair until the World Series? They're gonna shave.
how are you?
If I don't shave,
I don't think I want to see that.
it's gonna be down. My beard will probably be down to my toes.
Yeah.
Holy moly. Cowboys for Phil Ivey.
What's that? 36?
Yes, raised
I would take 20 to 1.
raised to 11,000.
Ivey raises it up to 11,000. There's a 3-bet. Zygmunt gets out of the way. It's back over to Peter Jetton. Peter Jetton doesn't look like he's going to play this, though. He doesn't play it. Ivey takes the hand down.
I should slow play it. Stupid.
Oh yeah. All right. I like even money.
Show me the
We're
deal.
against her. He wins on I don't want to take
Is that even money?
Only on 50K too.
How are you
I
gonna
feel
win a
like
bracelet?
these, but it should be way more.
How are you gonna win a bracelet?
How am I going? How's he gonna win it? That's true.
Like you're already.
I've won 3 and
You could throw in a free roll taser too. That if I win one, I get to tase you too.
Even? You got it.
Oh, baby!
2 to 1.
Wow.
2 to 1. I get to
We
flip
can
a
bet
coin.
something too.
I get to flip a coin for if I get tased or not. It's got to be 2 to 1. Because you give me 2 to 1 on the money.
You're right. You can't ever win anyway. He's whispering.
He can't win unless he comes to me and says, Mike, he's gonna win a tournament. Then he can win.
I know. That was the big problem when I got heads up and no limit with that guy.
Well, no, that was you were too busy running around to 4 different tables while you were head up. That's why you didn't win that one.
Let me 2 to 1. Let me get a card flip. I think that was a bluff by me. I'm not sure.
New country heard from Chris Ferguson for the first time. Getting a little involved here. Patrick Tony's going to try to pick him off.
You were funny to see good stuff, I think.
7-4 hearts.
You tried to just stand there and be like, good shot,
It's going to bring Zygmunt in. Zygmunt in there with the 8-6 offsuit. We're going to see this flop 3 ways. Mike came out awfully confident that Dwan would never win a bracelet. Flop King 5-3, top pair for Chris Ferguson. Consider that Dwan came in second in the 2010 World Series of Poker.
So obviously he has the ability to get there, just hasn't closed yet.
He's only 1 man away from winning a bracelet.
Bet 4,000.
Chris Ferguson bets. You're going to get a call here.
Wow. Patrick Antonius taking a card off with a gut shot. Needs a 6.
Well, picks up a pair of 7s instead, but he also picks up another club. Can he represent the flush draw? Can he represent the flush, actually, I should say?
Chris checks it to him as tight as Chris has been playing. Patrick Antonius may try to take this pot away from Chris. I think it'd take a pretty decent sized bet from Patrick Antonius to blow Chris off this hand.
If you're Chris Ferguson, he checks behind. If you're Chris, what do you think your opponent's called you with on that flop?
It feels like possibly another king. I mean, maybe King 10, King Jack. Of course, this Jack on the river, that might have hit him.
Well, if you're Chris Ferguson, you have to hate that turn, you have to hate the river. Now you can't beat a flush. You can't beat King Jack.
Can't beat a straight. Your opponent could have 4-6. There's a lot of hands you can't beat. I think you check, and if you get bet at, you make a tough decision.
8,000.
Chris is going to bet 8,000, so what do I know? I would have checked, but Chris didn't listen.
Now, what's going on in Patrick's head?
He actually might pay him off. He might think the 7s are good, but I don't see how they could be. No, the tightest player at the table leads again. You got to lay it down. Good lay down by Patrick Antonius.
lines are $300, $600, the $100 ante.
If you've been running good the last few days and stuff.
600
He said,
today.
yeah, and I was like, all right, you get him to stay from cut.
Chris Ferguson not going to play.
But then I don't think he did.
I'd play too many hands tonight.
Well, it's Chris Ferguson's style, especially in the cash games. We've seen him in this
Raised to 2,000.
this format more than once.
Phil Ivey open raise for. Oh, wow. And he's going to run into a little hand here. 6-7 diamonds for Phil Ivey. 2
Re-raise?
aces
6.
for Zygmunt.
We haven't seen too much 3-betting so far. Only Antonius has done that, and this time Zygmunt does it.
How much are you playing?
145.
45?
145.
Is that euro? Okay, my friends. I'll we're in London now. Is that pound or dollar?
Don't want to be nitpicky, but it is American dollars here at the $1 Million Cash Game, Mike.
Oh, and look at this flop for Phil Ivey. Gut shot for a straight and a flush draw.
It's a gut shot straight flush draw. 8 of diamonds gives him a straight flush. Any 8 gives him a straight. Any diamond gives him a flush. And all the chips are going in.
It'd be hard for either one of these two players to get away from these hands with the stack sizes that we're seeing.
I don't think these players should get away from it. There's the bet.
How much is that? 12 different people. Wow, and a flat call.
Bet, call. Not the card Ivy wanted to see.
I mean, by just flat calling, a lot of people might be able to get away from this hand. If Signal were to check here.
I don't know if Ivy's going to give him a chance to check.
20,000.
I think that's 20,000.
I know this much. I wouldn't be calling.
That'll probably make him play better.
Of course, once again, they listen to me.
This pot now over $70,000. Hit the river.
An 8 or a diamond. Oh, and an 8 gives Phil Ivey the straight.
Okay, now this is the question. If Ivy puts in $10,000, Zygmunt can beat almost nothing, but he's getting 8 to 1. Can he really fold aces here?
Straight.
Goes check, and Ivy's going to take this pot down. $70,700. Not much going Zygmunt's way.
Just like we said, 6-7 diamonds was an ace buster. Busted those aces.
Take a look at the $1 Million Cash Game leaderboard. Tom Dwan on top of it with up nearly $164,000. Zygmunt has rebought in. But that doesn't stop the fact that he is down nearly $90,000. Patrick Antonius bleeding money. $89,900 down. Let's get down to the floor. Alex Payne is with Alari Sahamis.
Well, things have been a little bit tough for Zygmunt at the start. Down a fair whack. What's been going on at the table for you?
Actually, like I said, I don't know the rules and I have played very bad. Not special, as usually, in No Limit Hold'em, so I'm happy I'm only 100 down, so let's see what happens.
How well do you think you're playing at this table right now? You know, I'm just trying to get the money, and so far it's working out. And obviously defending champion as well. Is it important to you to retain your crown? Well, I'd like to win a lot of money, so I guess in that form it is. So yeah.
Good to see you back in the $1 Million Cash Game as well. It's been a bit cruel to you in the past, and you've been quite kind to you as well. How much do you like playing in this event?
I really like it because I like to play cash games, and you know, it doesn't feel like a tournament. You know, we're playing for real money, and so I always like that.
An absolute dream lineup. Dwan, Ivy, Antonius, Zygmunt. The list goes on and on.
Hi, I'm looking for my first Toyota. The Corolla is a great choice. It's super reliable, so it'll be with you for a lot of births. Wow, I'm really going places. In a Corolla, right?
Right now, during Toyota time, lease a new 2016 Corolla for just $139 a month, or get 0% APR financing for a full 60 months on Corolla.
First things first, your keys.
Toyota, let's go places.
Ivy, Antonius, Zygmunt. The list goes on and on.
Tell you what, if you're playing in this game, I think it's more of a nightmare lineup. Forget the tree.
Zygmunt first to speak.
Raise to 18.
Part of that team.
Pass.
Surprise, surprise. Opening raise from Zygmunt. Queen 10 offsuit. He's going to get some respect, though, because this is an under-the-gun raise. It's not a normal raise.
Dawn folded 5-4 diamonds. Kind of hand that I would expect him to call a raise with. You surprised?
Yeah, absolutely. Top Dawn, I think, is tightened up just a little bit since his stack has grown, and I don't mind that, actually. He's got chips to protect.
9 Queen 6.
Queen 9-6, couple of diamonds out there. Patrick Antonius with the open-ended straight draw.
Top pair for Zygmunt.
4,000.
Could be some interesting scenarios developing here.
Now we know Antonius is not going to fold. The question of whether he calls or raises. He decides just to call. Pot now 13,300. Here's the turn.
That's an action killer card there. Put a third diamond on the board and overcard.
Can Patrick use it?
Absolutely. If Zygmunt doesn't fire,
12,000.
Zygmunt fires right into that scary board. Wow. Yeah, I think we'll see a fold here from Patrick Antonius. That's a scary board for Zygmunt to be firing into. Wow.
Oh, Patrick lets his straight draw go.
Two of them.
King Queen 8.
Dawn hits top 2. King Queen 8. Nothing there for Zygmunt at all.
Wow, this is a really, really bad flop for Zygmunt. I suspect if he doesn't lead at it, Top Dawn's going to check it back to him because he's definitely going to want to give him some rope with top 2 pair.
14,000.
There's the bet from Zygmunt, 14,000 to a pot of just over 20,000.
Two of the most aggressive players in all of poker tangling up right here.
Dawn just calls.
Well, Zygmunt's in a lot of trouble here.
10. Check or bet.
Do we see another bet from Zygmunt? I don't think so. I think he's going to check and give up here.
Against players like this, in a field like this, can you be successful playing it as tight as Mike Mount is?
Absolutely, but you got to get paid off, and that may be the problem.
Right.
Pass.
$1,000. Join us after the break for more action from the FullTiltPoker.com $1 Million Cash Game. Welcome along to the FullTiltPoker.com $1 Million Cash Game.
Tom, what are our bets for the World Series? What do we have? $1 million and 5 again, right? 500. What else was there?
100 to 50 final table.
He led you 2 to 1.
And 20,000 over 4.5 cashes on there.
You under 4.5.
Yeah. And 20 paintballs from the end of the
4.5
basketball
cashes
court.
is tough because if I happen to
600.
Pick that
if I
one
happen to win one right away, I might not play another one.
Yeah, but
I'll let you buy out.
Yeah, right.
Pass.
I might not.
600.
If there's good games.
Yeah, right.
Raise to 2,000.
Patrick Antonius is our big loser. He's down nearly $100,000. He's going to raise it up here with King Deuce suited. Over to Ivy with the Queen 9. And Ivy calls. Zygmunt calls as well. And Peter Chatton's going to call also.
Up at $1 million, you don't win.
Wrestling into 4 pre-flop callers here. You gotta realize there's some callers here. You know, I'm straight and also Jet is straight as well, but I'm a bigger one. So what? I decided to open the button, straight draw, and Zygmunt don't weakness, I guess, in the second pair. This is a fantastic race. It's still might be in a really bad spot. I'll tell you what. Don't be surprised at all if we sell either a raise and hold or a call from Phil Ivey. And I bet you this much. Whatever he does is probably right, too. He's got to make so many great decisions. pot. Cookies for $1,000. 7 points. Sigma's still in the lead. 2 pair now. 10s and 7s. Sigma's got an awkward smack size. He's got 70,000 left with 60 in the pot. Really awkward situation. Stack size wise. But when I calls, but I got a draw to my jack. To be honest with you, here, I think you might have a jack who really feels like a jack. Wow, what an interesting bet. Less than half the time. I don't know if he can get away from this hand, though. I don't think Philadelphia can raise him because Ziggy doesn't have the 45,000 left. He might have made a perfect bet size here, actually. It's the appearance that he's not folding no matter what. Actually, he got raised by Philadelphia. I love this kind of bet. Couldn't fold. I don't think he's going to, though. He's Philadelphia in a pretty bad spot here. Actually, drawn. He's getting priced in. He's getting just about the right price. Wow, what a great bet sizing by Sigma. Outplayed Philadelphia, actually. That's so weird. You have nothing right inside, right? I'm winning. There's an interesting dynamic at this table. Uber aggressive players and a couple of tight players. Definitely a lot of action.
Raised 2,000.
Patrick Antonius going to raise with the ace 5 suited. Sigmund's not going to let his button go. Not even with 7-3 offsuit. Wow. Oh, these guys are really playing aggressive.
493.
It's an interesting flop because Sigmund outflops and he's got a pair of 3s right now. But Antonius has picked a gut shot up to a wheel. A deuce gives him a straight.
That's 4,000.
Antonius could also get a 5 or an ace to take the lead. Yeah, but 2 spades on the board is the only problem. Because deuce of spades comes, you really don't even quite like your straight. Sigmund obviously playing his position. Oh, Antonius calls. Now 13-7. Oh, an interesting turn card now. Patrick Antonius has the best hand. And Sigmund has picked up a straight draw.
That 11,500.
Almost a pot-sized bet. To a really draw happy board. I mean, 2 flush draws out here, 3 to a straight. It's a pretty bold bet from Sigmund here. Well, one thing we've seen from Sigmund, he is not afraid to put money in the pot. This is no exception. It's a tough spot for Patrick Antonius. I think a flat call is in order, but boy, it was really tough to do anything else but a flat call here. And he does. Now 36,700. Antonius in the lead. Does he know it? We have a lot of scare cards here. That's one of them. If other player had a deuce, they would make it straight. But this is a raised pot. You wouldn't normally expect a deuce to be a player's hand, would you? I think Patrick Antonius is definitely, well, go check, but Patrick Antonius was calling the idiot bet anyway.
You went the aggressive action.
Su plan de SurveyMonkey gratis puede darle muchas de las respuestas que necesita para tomar decisiones inteligentes. Pero al cambiar a un plan profesional podrá...
You went the aggressive action, so you need to shake fast.
Patrick Antonius asking for a little information, though. He's making Sigmund turn over the 7-3 offsuit. Wow. And all the players at the table got to see pre-betting, pre-flop by Sigmund with the 7-3 off. Does that help the player at the table, or does it help Sigmund? You know, I think ultimately it helps Sigmund, but it really helps Patrick Antonius knowing how light Sigmund is free betting. Button in front of Justin Smith. Tom Dwan is buying the button. Robert, help us out there. The price of the button is $900. So basically, when a player comes in and they missed a hand, the blinds past them, they take the small and big blind, and the small blind is dead, and the big blind stays active, and only one person's in the blind. That's what Tom Dwan has chosen to do. I'll take 20 to 1. I will too.
Okay.
Raise to
I'll take 15 to 1.
Antonius raised it up with Ace King.
You should take a better one than me because you're better than me. So.
Well, every one of y'all play PLO and no limit hold'em better than me. I'll take 3 to 1 to win a tournament over.
What does that even mean?
You gotta let me 3 to 1. At the World Series of Poker Europe.
Yeah, but what is versus me? You're saying heads up, or you mean versus everyone at the table?
Me against you to win a World Series of Poker Europe.
I thought you
But I get to play the head up, and you don't get to play it. How much?
What's the most? Like 3 to 1, so I can lose $20,000 to 6. Okay.
Like y'all do the same, but put 20 to 50.
This is actually kind of a tough spot for Patrick Antonius here.
No, because you're a good PLO player. You guys all play PLO way better.
Yeah, I know that's true because Bill Ivy sucks at PLO and no limit, so it's true.
That's a great card for Patrick Antonius.
So I take 20 to 1. All right, fine, 60 to 20. You can't play the heads up.
That 3,000.
Bet from Antonius. These players play these hands so tricky. They're playing these metagames with each other. And when you say metagames, you have to have mind games. You're saying mind games, exactly.
Hope you win it now.
I do. Well, actually, I hope you get second. Bill Ivy gets third. Loses to Mike Mattisau.
Alright, I had this dream the other day that I won the WSOP Europe tournament. I'm pretty good on dreams.
Bet from Antonius and a call. Here's the river. Down at 37 at diamonds. Nothing there for Zygmunt. Antonius decides to check over to Zygmunt.
Man, before every single tournament at the World Series this summer, I had a dream I was going to win.
I had a dream you were going to get knocked out the first hour of every tournament. I got missed by 2 tournaments.
And we know Patrick's never folding here.
No, he's checking to try to get this bet.
That 5,500.
He got what he wanted.
Patrick put his hand perfectly.
Well, now the question is, does Patrick raise? I think he has to.
This is really where the head games come in. It's almost as if they're staying one step ahead of each other. 21. And there's the raise.
We raised to 21,000.
But he leaves enough room where if Zygmunt wants to re-raise it, he can.
15,500.
Absolutely. A player that's as aggressive as Zygmunt is, that's always a possibility. I still like this play. Patrick Antonius played this hand extremely well.
Zygmunt's thinking about it. And obviously he's not going to call with 9-high. But now he's going to pass. He's going to pick a better spot. Finn against Finn. And this time Patrick has the upper hand. Patrick Antonius has dug himself out of the hole, back up to 137,600. He's still down 62 and change. But Zygmunt, he is our big loser so far, down nearly $97,000. Tom Dwan, the story of the day, up over 185,000.
No surprise there. Tom Dwan's going to be usually at the top or the bottom of that board. This kid doesn't mind gambling. Gambling is not against his rules.
Mikey, I'll take free play in all the tourneys. Yeah.
I'm playing all.
I'll take me and Peter versus you and Ivy. Just lay me 1.2.
You got it. You got it. I'll bet it. I'm all in. No,
You gotta let me know. 1.2. Obviously, I'm not going to do it at even. 1.1. 1.2. You said you got it, I'm all in. And then Phil Ivey said, oh, wait, I want a better price because he's a dick. All of a sudden, the offer's off the table. Really? I really hope that was on Phil.
No, you got it. You got it. How much did you bet?
How much are we betting?
Raised to 18.
We? Yeah, I want some of that.
Well, you know, I bet against him. Well, I can't bet. I bet against him. How can I have him as a partner when I'd already bet like against him to win one?
Doesn't matter.
What do you mean? It doesn't matter. It's all consider it ahead.
1,800.
Yeah.
Oh, Mike the Mouth is up about $4,000 today.
And I don't think he came here to win $4,000.
1,500 more.
Like you said, it's very, very tough for Mike the Mouth to get any action.
12 to 1.
He's going to get a little bit from Patrick.
I think Patrick's giving everybody action. He's a non-discriminating
2 players.
caller and raiser. Ooh, and he got a piece of this flop.
And it goes check, check. Well, he got a big piece of it. He's got a gut shot with second pair and backdoor diamonds.
Yeah, but that card right there is a pretty good hold'em card. If it's check to Mike, yeah, he's got a bet. He's got a bet right there.
Yeah, when check, check on the flop, Mike gonna bet the turn though. He bets 2,800. Antonius not going anywhere. Antonius needs a 5, 4, or 3.
I can't fault either player for how they play this hand so far.
Okay.
And it goes check, check. Mike Mount's gonna win this one with 9s.
Pair of nines.
Oh, and the best in the world come to play poker. People come out to watch. This is no exception. There's Barry Mundy, our tournament director. I say tournament director loosely. It's actually a cash game we're playing here.
No, I'm trying to get a bet.
600.
Button in front of Patrick Antonius. Action on Zygmunt. He picks up Big Slick. 1,800.
Under the gun.
Raised to 1,800.
It's perfect place to disguise the strength of his hand. So he's raised so many pots, a lot less than ace king.
Well, this is the big difference. You see Mike the Mouth making a raise with 9s. He doesn't get much action at all. Ziggy makes this raise under the gun. He's likely to get 2 or 3 callers, and somebody might even make a move on him.
Absolutely. And with 2 7s for Justin Smith, we're going to finally hear back from him again.
1,800.
I want to trust with 7%.
Jesus not going to play. Pretty sure Antonius is going to play this one with the 5s. It's just a question of does he call or does he 3-bet?
I think he'll just call and try to flop a set.
Yeah, not much value in 3-betting that kind of hand. Why turn the 5s into a bluff, right?
Especially against a player that's already flatted, that hasn't played a hand in a while.
5, he's going to call from the big blind with the weak ace. And you see the big difference here. Zygmunt raises from under the gun. He gets 3 players to call. Mattisau gets 1.
Or deuce deuce.
But if you're Ziggy, do you really want it? Because right now, he is way behind.
Not with this flop, you don't. Well, I mean,
Bet 7,000.
the gut shot.
70.
Zygmunt continues the rue. He's fired into 3 other players. I mean, it's not like he fired into 1.
We're about 1,000 kilometers off course.
So no one's coming.
No, they are not. We don't really know much about who we're stuck with.
Exactly. What else are they lying about? Whoever hid this did not want us to open.
Mother of God.
He's fired into 3 other players. I mean, it's not like he fired into 1 other player. He fires into 3. Wow.
They're very unconventional. Normally, you don't see a continuation bet from out of position into 2 players on a flop like that. It's a tough spot for Justin Smith because although he may think he has the best hand, he has 2 players yet to act after him.
Yeah, I think this hand's much easier to play when you don't have those 2 players behind you. I mean, this is a really tough call.
What y'all doing over there? Wait till I bust one of these fools. You guys will laugh a little bit.
His stack size might change how he plays his hand. I mean, he really could afford to gamble.
I'm talking about Justin Smith's decision here. Still have Antonius behind him to act at 5.
Yeah, it still feels like a raise. I think that's what he's going to do, too.
Normally, you wouldn't be raising here if you're really, really deep.
He raised to 21,000.
But since he started this hand with just about $44,000, he can afford to gamble a little bit more because he's not risking that much.
And it gets to put maximum pressure on his opponent in a situation like this where Zygmunt actually doesn't have anything, doesn't even have a pair yet. So you're a 3-1 favorite, but don't give any free cards. Well played by Justin Smith. That was a great stack size strategy right there.
Welcome back to the FullTiltPoker.com $1 Million Cash Game.
Like, why would I play poker when I can just bet with you?
You only beat me out of 1 so far. That was only because Maury said it was a deadlock and I couldn't lose. Bet as much as you can. You almost made me lose another $100,000.
No, I told Maury that he was dead wrong, and then I told you that I felt bad because I liked Maury, and he likes both of us, and I felt bad him giving you that bad of advice. But if you were going to bet with someone to bet with me, then you bet with someone else
like
and bet with me.
by Chinese in the breaks.
Chris Ferguson first act right now.
I'm only in for 500 a point though.
I'm going to go on a limb and say he folds.
Well, you'd be right about 99.5% of the time.
Except this time.
Wow, well, the half percent came in. I think even Chris Ferguson plays these types of hands.
Raised to 18.
Now, this is an unfortunate spot for Chris Ferguson because when he raises under the gun,
he's going to command, like, ultimate respect. Oh, and looky here, Mike the Mouth wakes up with 2 queens. Wow.
Mike just calls, though. And that's going to bring an Ivy.
18.
That's so juicy to have them bet on
And Sigmund as well.
worth 1,000.
Wow. I bet Peter Jetten calls too. King 4 suited.
You might get every single player in this hand.
So the tightest player at the table is going to get 6-way action or something here. This is crazy.
Now, if you have pocket aces, obviously that's the hand you want in the situation. But at the same time, it's not a favorite against the field, though, is it?
It's not. Matter of fact, there's so many weird flops that could come, but you could be in danger here.
And here's the squeeze play.
Oh.
So 11,000.
Peter Jetten's going to wish he hadn't done this. It ain't no fun when the rabbit's got the gun. He's going to get his hand caught in the cookie jar any second now. If Chris Ferguson plays this tricky in flats, this could cost Peter Jetten dearly.
What do you do if you're Mike the Mouth? Mike the Mouth's got queens.
You know, with Chris Ferguson, 3 bets in this situation. If I'm Mike the Mouth, I might consider folding, actually. I can't believe it, but I might have to fold. I mean, the tightest player at the table, 3 bets it.
Well, actually, 4 bets.
4 bets it, no.
Yeah.
You know, stack size-wise, I'd like a flat call here, and we see it. Now, Mike Matasso almost has to call.
Come on. And Mike the Mouth has pushed all in. Mike the Mouth has pushed all in. He announced an all in.
This may be the one time that Mike the Mouth has to shut his mouth up. Oh, my gosh.
Great flop.
And Mike knows it. Mike knows he's dead.
In the back.
I thought he had aces pre-flop on 5 flat. He played it great.
Against queens.
He had aces for him. He made a great flat call.
The second Chris calls, he knows he's dead.
Dead to a queen, though. I mean, you know, he's only 4-1 dog. A little more now, though, because Phil Ivey folded one of the queens.
Pot over $200,000. Here it is. 9-6 deuce.
9-6.
Great flop for Chris Ferguson.
Pretty good. You re-raised those. I mean, I really thought you had aces pre-flop. So I just flatted. That's good to know.
Jack of diamonds. I saw Payne. Got excited for a second.
1 queen left in the deck, and Mike Matasso needs it desperately right now.
Down to 10.
Nothing there at all for Mike the Mouth.
96. 96.
6-8.
Unbelievable hand. Ferguson raising into the gun. 3 callers. Jetten squeezes. Ferguson decides just to smooth call that squeeze play, and that lays the trap. Mike the Mouth pushes.
6-8.
6-8.
I'll play Chris. I swear I thought you had aces pre-flop. You want to borrow the donkey? Nothing to do with that. This Chris played well.
Let's get down to the floor. Alex Payne is with Chris Ferguson.
Chris Jesus Ferguson proving once again that patience is a virtue. We barely saw an eyelid flutter at the table, and you run into a pair of pocket aces. So talk us through that hand.
Yeah, obviously I'm in first position. I make the standard raise 1,800 the pocket aces, and I see 4 callers. I'm getting worried. I'm gonna have to play this hand really deep stack, and aces aren't gonna play their best hand to have, but they don't play all that well when you get 5 callers and you have a really deep stack.
5 people flat. Peter decides that he's not paying attention in the game, so he's gonna make it 11,000 to guys played 3 hands all day.
So a flat call. Now Mike moves in. It's exactly what I'm looking for.
Come on.
Trapping with the aces, and unfortunately he has queens and no queens.
It was just 3 things had to happen bad. One guy's got to not be paying attention and just take 11,000 of his money and throw it away, and the other guy has to play slow play for the first time in his whole life, and then I have to be right in the middle of it all.
I'm so sure.
96,000.
We've also seen your donkey appearing at the table. Talk us through that.
Yeah, that was the dirt donkey, but I think it's going to be the Mike donkey because I played like a fiddle for the last hand. But that's okay. We're having fun.
Mike Matasso now down $84,900. Zygmunt down nearly $110,000. Dwan up $186,000. And Chris Ferguson not only is up $108,000, but you're never going to see that again. Never.
That money's locked up.
Any surprises so far, Robert?
Well, I'll tell you what. The only thing that surprises me so far more than anything else is 600. Tom Dwan is actually playing a little tight now that he's got a good win booked. I never thought I would say the word tight and Tom Dwan in the same sentence.
Dwan clearly adjusting to his competition. Dwan in the small blind.
Hi, I'm looking for my first Toyota. The Corolla is a great choice. It's super reliable, so it'll be with you for a lot of births.
Dwan in the small blind. Folds around to Justin Smith on the button. Now, if you're in the small blind and you're Dwan, are you going to raise almost every single time against Chris Ferguson on the big blind?
Raise 2,000.
A vast majority of hands. And now that Chris has some chips, he might just gamble a little bit. He looked like a fool. Six Laurel. Oh my God.
Are you scared?
Mom, I'm just tilted. I got Laurel.
10, 9, 8.
These players are the deepest players at the table right now. 10, 9, 8, couple of clubs out there. Tom Dwan with the best of it with ace high. He also has an open-ended straight draw. Check. Goes check, check. Deuce of diamonds changes nothing.
Now Tom Dwan might begin to believe that his ace high is good here. If Ferguson checks one more time behind him. Check.
Oh, well, that's why he didn't take a stab. He knew a king was coming.
Yeah, I guess if he had ESP, he knew not to bet that turn. Certainly now, though, if Ferguson makes a little half-pot bet, he might get paid off here. Dwan might think ace high is good.
3,500.
Ooh, that says danger in my mind. Danger. Because Chris Ferguson could easily have a king here, so I don't know. I would have bet a little tiny bit less or more. Nothing in the middle.
Dwan figures that out. He mucks his hands, and Ferguson taking that pot.
Yeah, I think if he bets like half pot or 40% of the pot there, he might just actually encourage Tom Dwan to make a hero call.
The one player we don't see is Chris Ferguson, who stepped away. Remember, he's up about 80,000, courtesy of those pocket aces.
No wonder he's taking a break. He's got walking chips. You win a few hands in a row, take it easy, go out for some air, call your mother, ask her how she's doing.
Action on Dwan. Not going to play.
I think that's one of the things I love about poker players the most.
Raise 2,000.
If you get a poker player stuck, he's not going anywhere. He's staying until kingdom come.
Cool. Well, some things never change. Patrick Antonius raises. Ivy and Zygmunt calls. This time, Peter Jenton is along for the ride.
Picked up a hit tracker.
Deuce 4, 3.
Oh, and a nice.
Wow, this is a monster. Hold on a second. Hold the boat. Look at Ivy's hand and look at Jenton's hand. Ivy, open-ended with the flush draw.
7,000.
Jenton with second set.
And Zygmunt leads with top pair. This is actually a tough spot for Jenton. I think he has to go ahead and raise here because this flop's just too coordinated.
By the way, Peter Jenton is $54,000 behind. And if it didn't all go in, I'd be really surprised. Because Ivy, 8-5 of hearts. Absolutely. Open-ended with the flush draw.
Nice. 25,100.
There's the bet from Zygmunt. There's the raise, 25,100 for Jenton.
That's 7,000. Raise 25,100. How much did you make it? How much? 25,100.
What's he got left? Right around 30? 31. Not exactly sure, but
at this point, Ivy knows there's no fold equity if he pushes. 8-5 of hearts, can he just fold?
I think Zygmunt's depth of his stack here is affecting Phil Ivy's thoughts. I mean, Phil Ivy's got a tough spot because if he pushes here and gets called by Ziggy with a higher flush draw, he's in trouble. So I think that's what's factoring into his thinking right here. We might just see a flat call from Phil Ivy. Whoa! I didn't think you'd see that. Open and straight draw and
open-ended with the flush draw, and Ivy folds. And I've got to imagine one of the reasons for it, one of the powers of a big draw is being able to bluff your opponent off. And you realize there's no fold equity there. And Jenton wins a pot there that's not nearly as big as he probably thought or hoped for. And Ivy just folds there. Not many players would fold that.
Shocking hand. He might be right with, like I said, the stack size of Ziggler behind him. He might have made the correct decision there over time.
That's not what you said. You said it was I had to lay like $1.20 or something like that.
I said $1.10. $1.10. Pick whoever you want versus me.
As a partner, because you kept saying, "Who are you going to pick, Barry?"
Yeah, but
who are you going to pick? Yeah,
I wasn't asked for that. I mean, I might have not made it clear or whatever, but what I meant, and I'm sure if you went back and checked
when I asked him what the bet was, when I didn't hear, that's what he said. After.
Oh, you mean your childhood friend? You're taking his side? Okay. The guy that's you're betting with? Oh, all right.
I mean, I don't have any action on it.
Mike the Mouth limps in with the King Jack offsuit.
It's about the range of hand I would put him on the limp. Queen Jack, King Jack, something like that.
Cool. Jetton getting complete from the small blind. Check. Smith says, let him live. The Queen Jack.
4, 4, Queen. This board King Jack high, which you did. Could have been a little interesting file. Top pair for Justin Smith.
And how about trips for Jetton now?
Oh, and throw. Wow. How did I miss that?
Smith and Jetton, both of them slow playing it a little bit.
1600.
Smith might be slow playing it for pot control. Jetton slow playing it to deceive the strength of his hand.
I like the bet sizing here. Try to get something out of this hand with 2 flush draws and a straight draw on the board.
Well, at this point as well, Jetton's got to build up a pot.
Yeah. I mean, the last thing you want to do is have 3 of a kind and win the blinds.
Looks like Smith's going to raise this up.
5,400. I think 1.4 or so would be right for the bracelet bet. I think 1.4 or so would be right about the bracelet bet.
He's a good player. He's a really good player. He's a good player. He's a good player, and you suck. So you got like
that's why
a really good player, a good player,
that's why I'm saying
a good player, and a bad player. You know what I'm saying?
It's back to Jetton now. How does Jetton play this? Because he's out of position. He's got trip 4s. And it can be a tricky way to play him because he wants to get paid, but at the same time, he's got to kind of still deceive his opponent.
I'll tell you right now, with the stack sizes, what they are, Justin Smith's only got 50,000 in front of him. I'm going to go ahead and, oh my gosh, what is Mike the Mouth? Is he in this hand? The dancing donkey on the table. Peter Jetton's got to re-raise here. He doesn't. The board's so draw heavy, I don't like that play at all.
Jetton checks, and my guess would be Smith's going to check behind as well now. His hand's got showdown value.
Yeah, sure does. I don't think there's much value in betting there.
How's it, Queen? Really? Yep. All right. A good one. Bad river for me, then.
And he goes check, check, and Jetton is going to win $13,300. Let's take a look at a leaderboard. On top of it, still Tom Dwan up $181,000. Phil Ivey, our only other winner. It's Dwan's world. We just live in it, okay? Zygmunt down 97,000. Matisow down 82,000. Antonius down 51,000. The one player we don't see up on this board is Chris Ferguson, who stepped away.
Chris Ferguson is over $100,000 to the good after taking down a big pot against Mike Matisow with his pocket aces. But it's Tom Dwan that currently tops our leaderboard. Can the young pro keep up the pace, or will he fall victim to the dancing donkey? Find out next time on the FullTiltPoker.com $1 Million Cash Game.